course, this video disc should be destroyed when you have finished with it. Our mission is very complex, yet very simple. When sheep are without shepherds, they become weak and vulnerable, and will follow the leaders they are given. We did hope that all the shepherds would submit. But as we guessed, some have not.
Got everything?
Everything.
Good luck with the Congress.
Hey, thanks. You have a good trip to California.
All right, you too.
Flight 274 to Boston with connections to Chicago will be leaving in
Yeah, Agent Brandon, please.
Hello? John, where are you? Did you find what we were looking for?
Yeah. I got pictures, disc, the work, stuff in the briefcase. Hey, listen, I should be in D.C. by 3 o'clock.
Good. I'll be waiting.
John! Hey, is that you, John? John Morrison. Hey, don't you recognize me? Hey, sir. Could you help me with my friend here? Sure, what's wrong? Oh, he's scared of flying. He gets this way sometimes. Thanks.
Glad to help.
By the way, would you know me if you saw me again?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, this is Jack.
Here goes the last one.
He's already been taken care of.
What do they have?
Oh, they had a little bit of everything.
Okay. And when I say this didn't do the job right, you want me to say like in a stern manner, or you had no major problems with the setup, huh?
It worked just as we planned.
Okay. And when I say
A security guard helped. What a moron.
race them,
Yeah, I shot the breath out of him.
just make sure you do the job right.
Yeah,
I'm going to have Boss put you on top of this whole deal.
good.
Don't let me down, boy.
Later.
The pilot knows nothing.
I'm afraid so. And he was the last person to see John before he disappeared. Well, chances are that airport security guy did, but now we'll never know.
So how do we find him? And John?
Here's the file on Babylon I gave John to read. He had the evidence needed to convince Congress of our present danger. Of course, now we have nothing.
I guess Babylon knew about John all along.
Well, it certainly looks that way. And if that's true, John's disappearance is really the only connection we have to them.
Then we really don't know where this Babylon is.
I'm afraid not.
Well, after John started this case, I didn't hear from him again until he called Monday.
Well, that was my doing. I told him that once he started this mission, no communication, period. I didn't want him traced to us. We've got to find some clue that can lead us to them. Go to Greenville. Talk to the airport officials. I'll assign you a partner, Tony Myers, a top-notch agent, one of our best. I'll have Tony meet you in Greenville at about 6 tomorrow.
Yeah, what's the room number? 2 rooms. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it should be pretty easy to see him then. Well, I'm gonna go back to my place until it gets dark. Yeah, bye.
Oh yeah, I need to talk with you about the case sometime. How about dinner tonight?
Sure.
About 7 o'clock?
Sounds good.
See you then.
That would definitely jumpstart the economy.
Exactly. And of course, with this New World Order, the UN already knows how to throw around its weight when it comes to world law.
So you think these rumors have a good chance of being true?
I'm afraid they may be. But without sufficient evidence, Congress would never believe us. That's why it's important we find the evidence John had, and find John if he's still alive.
John had proof?
We believe he did.
So who and where is this Babylon exactly?
We don't know where, but who? Babylon. That's the name that's been used in these unverified reports. Seems it's a term that's being used for both this idea of one world government and the conspirators involved in it.
Sounds like quite a case. So what's tomorrow's plans?
A meeting at the Greenville airport with their head of security.
Sounds good. Thanks for dinner.
Jesus saith unto them, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father but by me. There are, it may be, so many kinds of voices in the world. Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits whether they are of God. And I, the Apostle John, saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. Mystery, Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. Babylon.
Sir, here are the towels you needed.
Oh, thank you very much.
Have a nice evening.
You too.
What about your security videos?
Nothing so far. We've scanned the few tapes from Monday that weren't scrambled.
What do you mean scrambled?
Well, we used to have 17 cameras operating at once, but recently we added 3 more. The 17 old cameras operate on a different frequency than the 3 new ones. Someone somehow jammed the frequencies of the 17 old cameras, but evidently they didn't notice that the 3 new ones operate on a different frequency.
So 17 cameras saw nothing, and 3 did.
That's correct.
Can we look at the videos ourselves?
Sure, I'll get them.
We few global leaders now have the power and support we need to accomplish our task. We must not lose this opportunity.
Hey, why don't you go get us some lunch?
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. I think I'll go do that. Wait, hold that shot. That's John. That's our man. See if you can download that to headquarters, get a close-up of it, and see if they can identify him. Hello? Reel it. Okay, where do we go? And you sure this is the guy? Okay. All right, we're moving out now. Bye. Let's go.
pulled a gun.
Are you okay?
Yeah. I'm fine. Just a little shaky.
Why don't you go to the car and get a blanket? I'll take care of this.
I was unarmed. She has the mark. She has the mark on her right arm. She's a double. Double what? Double.
He is dead, isn't he?
He was unarmed.
Oh, I thought he was reaching for a gun.
Let me see your right arm.
Why? What did he...
Just let me see your arm. I said your right arm.
I didn't want to do this, but I have no choice, have I?
I don't want to believe it, but it looks like I don't have a choice either. Doesn't even make sense. Why kill your own man?
He could have been traced to us. We can't afford any bad connections. So, I disconnected him. The only reason you're still alive is because you're going to make a phone call for me.
Really?
You're going to tell our CIA director that our circumstances won't allow us to call him for a while.
Why are you even working for these Nazis?
I believe in what Babylon is trying to do. They are peacemakers, not Nazis.
You really can't see you're wrong, Cam.
Oh, don't give me that. You're too narrow-minded. Why does it matter so much who's right?
Because there's a life after this one, Tony.
Here, put these on. Hurry! Now, you're going to make that phone call for me.
Do you really think you're going to keep pulling the wool over on the CIA?
In 3 weeks, the CIA won't matter anymore.
3 weeks?
Yes. In 3 weeks, we make this world a more peaceful place.
So the rumors are true.
Yes. Like it or not, the world is coming together as one. You may not agree with us, but we are helping to bring world peace.
Isn't that what Hitler thought he was doing too?
Hitler was an egomaniac. Don't compare us to him. You won't last long here unless you change. Especially your Christian views.
She's right. If you're smart, you'll change.
I can't change, and I won't change, Tony. But I will be praying for you.
Praying for me? Oh, brother. Check him in.
Let's go.
Welcome, Dave. Been looking forward to meeting you. Have a seat. Our agent Myers tells us you have potential. After looking over your file, I agree. Green Beret, military intelligence, and now CIA. Not bad for a man who's not yet 30. However, Tony did tell us that you have a fascination with the supernatural. Now, we all do, of course. But yours, she said, borders on fanaticism. She said you're obsessed with the tales of the prophet Jesus from ancient mythology. Is this true? I asked you a question. Is this true?
I'm fascinated with the truth, and I try to live by it.
Of course. Of course. But what is true?
I think a man of your learning would have a dictionary.
Oh, yes. I know Webster's definition. I even have my own definition. But I want to hear your definition.
There are many definitions, many beliefs and opinions, and so a great deal of books have been written. All these books by men. There is one book, however, that claims to be from God. What's interesting is that it's the only book that can make a claim like that and still be taken seriously by critics like you. So whose opinion should I trust? Mine? Yours? Or God's?
You see? You're obsessed with that book. You've been brainwashed. How do you even know God exists?
Several reasons. For one, He gave me His love so that I can love even my enemy. He also opened my eyes because once I was blind, much like you, but now I can see.
Let's see how perceptive you are when your eyes are torn from their sockets. Guards, put out his eyes and then put him in isolation.
CIA Department. Hold, please.
Wait.
Thank you for holding. May I help you?
It was just a long-distance phone call.
Brandon.
Tony, is that you?
Yes. I just want you to know that I didn't know that they were going to do this to you. I couldn't sleep tonight. I want to know more about what you believe. You know, about God. But I don't have much time.
Here is the gospel with John. It'll explain. I'll be praying for you.
Thanks. I gotta go now.
Gentlemen, this will be the last video disc you will receive before our operation begins. The time has come. We are ready to review our operation one final time.
Okay, I'll take care of it. Orders just came in. A CIA guy goes.
I thought they needed him for something.
Yeah, they did. Just in case the CIA started snooping around.
But after tonight, the CIA works for us. I see. So he's being executed tomorrow morning, you say?
Yeah, and you're doing it.
It's about time, fanatic.
Well, man, in 2 hours, we make history.
Okay, we got General Davis coming up on radar at 3 o'clock. There he goes. Pull up. Come on, pull up. Okay, we got him. 10-4, take it out.
of Senator Carl Morgan. Here's a brief rundown of what we now know. There seems to be a small coalition of world leaders that have begun an overthrow of several world governments. Thousands of these world officials have been arrested due to the disagreement with this powerful coalition. And at this time, we do not know the name or who is responsible for this coup d'etat. But one thing is
আজ রাতের বিশেষ খবর হলো সংযুক্ত জাতিসংস্থার সৈন্যবাহিনী কোনো সতর্কবাণী ছাড়াই এদেশের সরকারি কর্মচারীদেরকে গ্রেফতার করতে শুরু করেছে। আমাদের বিশেষ সংবাদদাতা জানাচ্ছেন যে এখন পর্যন্ত 4000 সরকারি কর্মচারী ও রাজনৈতিক নেতাদেরকে গ্রেফতার করা শুরু
제안합은 세계적 군사 조직을 시작하였습니다. 수많은 유엔군들은 여러 나라의 지도자들을 체포하였고 세계적인 평화를 지키기 위해서 이러한 작전을 시도한 것으로 보고 있습니다.
Τα Ηνωμένα Έθνη μόλις άρχισαν αυτό που τώρα ονομάζεται επιχείρηση καινούριος κόσμος. Η αποστολή τους είναι να συλλάβουν τους παγκόσμιους κυβερνήτες που απειλούν αντίσταση. Μέχρι στιγμής η εισβολή είναι επιτυχής.
Un grand nombre de leurs armées ont déjà arrêté et mis en prison des centaines de leaders mondiaux. Cette opération est déjà une grande succès.
So far, however, Israel's managed to keep UN troops from even entering her borders. In fact, reports are now hinting that this new world government is willing to negotiate with Israel in order to ensure complete world peace. That's about all we know for now, Jim.
Now, Bill, it seems reports have been saying that tonight's events were headed by a secret union, a union formed by a number of major world leaders. Can these reports be verified?
Yes, Jim, that's true. This alliance was formed under UN supervision, and it seems to be serving as the central brain center for this new world government we see developing.
Thanks, Bill. We now have Secretary of State Walter Christoph standing by. Secretary Christoph, can you explain this global takeover?
Well, yes, Jim. The official name of the new system of government is Babylon because it's a union of most of the countries of the world. Tonight's operation was to help make the transfer of power smooth.
Why the change?
Well, this change was needed. This union will expand our economic markets. Translated into working man's language, this means better jobs, lower prices, higher quality.
It's being said that the UN plans to appoint one world leader?
That's correct, Jim. With one leader comes one people. That means no fear of war, whether one be American or Bosnian or Russian. This is long overdue. This is not going to hurt our country, it's going to help it. In fact, most of our people will get up tomorrow morning and go to work as usual.
Thank you, Secretary Christoph, for your time. We go now to Senator Bob Freeman from California.
Aren't you glad I came into work tonight? Now you get to go home and sleep.
Not for long, though. I'm supposed to execute a prisoner in the morning.
All right, well, I'll see you in a few hours then.
To detention centers throughout this country and around the world. As the takeover becomes more and more a reality, many are wondering how these historical events are going to affect their everyday lives in days to come. Congressional members, military officials, and other
Got any coffee? Yeah, I just made some, so it's pretty hot.
Well, I guess I better go take care of the prisoner now.
and other political and religious leaders among those whom Babylon has chosen to take into custody. Let me reiterate that the sole purpose for these arrests is to make sure...
Where is he? What do you mean? Door's been closed all night. He should be here.
The door didn't open.
by these recent happenings. So, without further delay, let's go to Bill Roberts, who is now standing by with
live coverage of these latest events. Bill?
In these early morning hours, cases like this abandoned car are not uncommon across the countryside. Police stations right now are being flooded with similar reports. UFO sighters and New Agers are coming to their own conclusions. However, many see a connection between this and the Babylon takeover. Babylon, however, is denying any wrongdoing, and the UN has promised to do its best to look into the disappearances.
Brandon? Brandon!
Tony, is that you?
Yes. Thank you for giving me the Gospel of John. I have found the way, the truth, and the life.